This is Viterbi Voices, your chance to hear stories about research, classes, student life, and more.
Directly from our students, faculty, and other members of our engineering community. All right here at the USC Viterbi School of Engineering.
Welcome back, everybody, to Viterbi Voices, Season 7. I am, as always, your co-host. My name is Paul Ledesma, Director of Undergraduate Admission here at the USC Viterbi School of Engineering. And wait a minute, it's Season 7. We got a new co-host here. New co-host. Say hi to everybody. Who are you?
Okay, hi everyone. My name's Emily. I am a rising senior studying biomedical engineering from Denver, Colorado, and I'm super excited for this next season.
I am too, Emily. Welcome to your first official episode as co-host of Viterbi Voices, kicking off Season 7. But, I think we have a better way to kick off Season 7 because you've done some incredible work over the summer, and we've got a whole new intro, a whole new theme music. Why don't you launch that for everybody? Let's start this episode over, everybody, okay? Just sit tight. This is Viterbi Voices.
Coming to you from the University of Southern California, Viterbi School of Engineering.
We're here to give you the inside scoop about research, classes, student life, and so much more.
All of these shared from our students, faculty, and other members of our USC community.
Welcome in, everybody, to Viterbi Voices Season 7. My name is Paul Ledesma, Director of Undergraduate Admission, one of your co-hosts, along with your other co-host for Season 7.
Emily Powis. I am a junior. Oh, shoot. Do I say the full thing or just Emily Powis, senior studying biomedical engineering?
You could do whatever you want. By the way, this is staying in the episode. I love this. This whole thing. Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Introduce. I know. So this is the listener. You're listening to us actually getting through our first episode together. We're learning how to do this. We're getting the vibe together. And I actually threw you a curveball. I kind of went, and it gave you a weird sense of not saying hi. You just went Emily Powers. That was my fault. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
No worries.
But, Emily, this is great. You are a senior studying biomedical engineering. You're from Denver, Colorado, right? And why don't you spend just a minute? I think maybe people might have listened to a past episode where we introduced you in the host handoff. But in case this is their first episode, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and kind of what you do on campus, what your life is like, and kind of where you are in your process of college?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, I'm studying biomedical engineering, but I'm a little bit abnormal because I'm pre-med. So I recently took the MCAT.
Pre-meds aren't abnormal. Come on, you're not weird.
I think pre-meds are objectively a little bit weird, but we'll get past it. So I took the MCAT recently, which was awful, but I'm super glad to be done. And then on campus, I love to do outdoorsy things as a normal Colorado girl. So I guide trips with a club called SD Outfitters, and I'm also one of the captains for the climbing team. And then I like to spend my time volunteering with Troy Camp, which Paul was also in. Yeah. And then I work as an emergency medical technician on an ambulance as well.
So you're a hardcore rock climber, outdoorsy person, Troy Camp counselor, giving back to the kids. You're an EMT. You're not showing it today, but sometimes when we have meetings, I could see your guns in these meetings, and you're just you're ripped. She's ripped, everybody. She's got these tries that I wish I had. I could see those arms because it's for all that rock climbing, right? You're just hanging from stuff.
Yeah, I do a lot of there's these workouts in climbing called hangboarding, which is you just hang on really small edges, 3 millimeters to 10 millimeter edges.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
That's what I do for fun.
Nothing like feeling old when I hang out around college students. And speaking of old, you brought up things that I did 25 years ago. Yes, I was in Troy Camp. It was a lot of fun. And you went to Troy Camp this summer?
Yeah. So Troy Camp each summer has an actual camp, but because of COVID, it was online this summer. But I was super excited. I was a cabin counselor for the first time for 10, 8 to 10-year-old boys. And it was so much fun.
You were a counselor for 8 to 10-year-old boys?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Is that the oldest group at Troy Camp? I can't remember the age range.
We were the youngest. Honestly, they might not have been 8 to 10, but they were all third graders.
Third graders. That's about right.
Yeah.
That's about right. My daughter is 6. She's going into first grade right now. So
Oh,
second
cool.
grade should be 7, 8 should be third. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Troy Camp, that's a trip. It's so many memories of things where I, used to be silly with kids, and now I'm just such an old person that I'm just playing with my own kid now, and of course her friends. But so you had a great summer, Troy Camp. You also did some other stuff, right? Were you just
Yeah.
gone at
So
another camp?
yeah, I also work at a camp for people with disabilities in Colorado. So I'm doing that for
Wow.
3 weeks this summer. And then when I'm not doing that, I'm doing like a mixture of research and working on the ambulance.
Yeah, tell me about working on an ambulance as an EMT. What's this like? I mean, earlier in the summer you were telling me some stories. Like it's an interesting job.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting job. And I interact with a lot of people who aren't college students, which is really interesting and fun. So I actually did my first 24-hour shift yesterday. And
First
that was
24-hour shift.
Yeah, and I thought I was going to be able to sleep, but I didn't. We didn't get any sleep. We had like a lot of interesting calls, and recently we've been doing lots of calls for people who are having psychiatric emergencies and also taking people from the Twin Towers jail to the hospital. So
Oh
I
my
get to
gosh.
interact with people I never expected to interact with during my time at
Wow.
USC.
Wow, you're doing some serious stuff there.
Oh, I just feel a little bit too small sometimes. My patients are always like, "You look like you're 13. Like, are you really supposed to be here?" But it's
Uh,
normally it works out.
but you're doing well. Well, 24 hours. Are you in the ambulance the entire time, or do you have like a base that you're out of, or?
Yeah, so we have a base in Eagle Rock. So sometimes we go back, but a lot of times it's like just post, which is like stand in the area. So
Hmm.
we hang out in like Koreatown, just in the rig,
Okay.
as it's called, and just relax.
Good food.
Sometimes I try to sleep, but yeah, we get food, boba sometimes.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Very, very cool. Well,
Yeah.
my summer, thank you for asking, is has been nowhere near as exciting. Obviously, just working. We don't get summer breaks in the professional world, although we get a little bit of time downtime during the summer. It's been fun,
Mhm.
just kind of having beach adventures, lots of time at the beach, lots of time at the pool. We are just kind of continuing just the same old thing. Unfortunately, I have a very boring life. It's like you go to work, you do some fun stuff every once in a while, and then you go back to work. But we were supposed to have a longer trip out of town. We were supposed to go up to Sun Valley in Idaho, and
Mhm.
I'm so bummed it got canceled. There's for a longer story why we couldn't go. But there's some upcoming fun things that are happening. We got a Disneyland trip that we're going to be going to
Oh,
now that it's opened
fun.
back up. It'll be fun. Some hotel there and pool time there. It's just, of course, we live in the area, but of course, we've got to take advantage of the hotel and the pool. And just lots of fun eating adventures. For me, it's always about eating adventures, going and checking out new places and new things. So all good times here, and the work keeps on continuing.
Mhm.
So this is season 7. We don't want to keep this episode too long. We just wanted to say, hey, let you all know we're back. We're ready to go. A couple things about the admission process, and then Emily will fill you in as to what's going to happen with season 7 here. So it's August, everybody. The Common App is available now for first year and transfer students. So if you're looking to applying to USC for fall 2022, you can head to commonapp.org. You can start to complete your profile, or you can go to our website and we'll link you straight over to commonapp.org. Couple key things about that. You want to check out our website for a few more instructions. I think we'll have a video up there soon as well. But what you got to do is you got to add USC to your list of schools, and then you can see our application. You can see our writing supplement and all the questions that we have lined up for you. We got some new supplemental questions for you inside the application. So that's a little teaser to go check it out. And the way that you see those questions is making sure you go to the academic section on the writing supplement for USC. Make sure you're listing one of the Viterbi School of Engineering majors. It's always started with a little acronym of VSE, Viterbi School of Engineering. Make sure you list that as your first choice major. Then you'll see our questions populate. You can start working on the application now, but do not fret. Do not fill it out now. Don't worry about it now. Just start to think about it and work on it because it's not due until December 1st. So December 1st. Also, quick announcement for all the students that are thinking about transferring from other institutions. The application is available and not due till February 15th. That is a different date. So February 15th, we're giving you 2 more weeks than previous years. So February 15th for transfer application deadline. and you got plenty of time on that. Transfer students, I recommend don't even worry about the application until you get through your first semester of college, wherever you're attending school right now. We have many events happening, virtual events. There's a possibility we might be having some in-person events in the near future. Stay tuned. We'll always keep you up to date on this podcast and on our blog when there are in-person events happening. But right now, we're going to focus on the virtual events. We have them running every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. for first-year students and every other Friday at noon for transfer students. If anything else comes up, you can always talk with us through our website or our web chat. You can call us at 213-600-9919, which we're answering remotely because we're not back on campus just yet. Or you can email us at vadmit@usc.edu. So that's a little bit about admission. That's a little bit what's going on right now before campus gets back into play. But Emily, tell me a little bit about your plans for season 7 of the podcast.
Yeah, so season 7, I'm super excited to get this started and follow in Audrey's footsteps. She did like such a good job with season 6. So we're kind of trying to stay with like the interview format, but also trying to add in some different style episodes for you guys. We'll have some more informal conversations about what's happening around USC and also getting the inside scoop from like people about the application process as well as coming up. And then we're also trying out a new format where we're having students share stories, essays, or like any other sort of media that they've created, and then interviewing them about it just to kind of get a different perspective and hear some writing as well on the podcast.
I cannot wait to hear all of these. I know you got a few already ready to go. I'm excited about this. We're going to have some more featured alumni come back into play as well that I'm excited to bring onto the pod. Some old friends of mine that were in your spot years and years ago, and to hear about all their accomplishments. So we got a lot coming at you. I am so excited that you all get to have Emily driving this ship. She is fantastic. It's going to be very, very exciting as we move through season 7 with new perspectives, new voices, new types of inside scoops, as we're calling them here about the Viterbi School. So lots of cool stuff coming. Emily, anything else you want to tell them before we close it off?
Not much. I'm just super excited to get this season started.
All right, everybody. We'll see you here. Our goal is to release an episode every Sunday. So we'll see you back here next Sunday with an all new episode of Viterbi Voices, your inside scoop for everything going on here at the Viterbi School of Engineering. Fight on, everybody.